following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Robert in New Jersey. Hey, Robert, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. A great show.
Thank you so much.
I've listened to you for years. You got a great thing. I've been listening to you for over a decade. That's amazing. You've done a great job.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Hope they had a great weekend, and let's kick off a great fall, folks, because we have volatility in the markets, baby, in a big way. Believe in yourself and everything you can be. That's a quote by James Garner. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 353, Nasdaq's up 111, S&Ps are up 40, all folks with, anemic volume. It's so cool, it's amazing. Gold contract flat at $1,121 an ounce. Silver up 21 cents at $14.76 an ounce. Copper up 12 pennies at $2.43 a pound. Light sweet crude down 38 cents at $45.67 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year down 14 ticks, 127.10. 30-year off 1 full point and 26 ticks, 154. King dollar's down 305 ticks, 95.94. The euro is up 22 at 111, and the yen is flat at 119.91. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. This is going to be a wild close, folks. Okay, so check it out. The market has stayed up all day. You've had two intraday small pullbacks. If we take a look at the SPY, this is what you have happening. The SPY right now is trading out at up $4.33. You've done 74 million shares. You're going into last Thursday, which had 152 million. It's pretty hard to believe that you're back with supposedly full trading, and the volume can't even get up into, 150. It's pretty amazing, actually. So it's 74 million against 150. On the indices, folks, okay, the NYSE will probably do about 800 million, and the Dow, the NASDAQ might do about 1.7. The bottom line, and I'm giving that the benefit of the doubt, because right now, the NYSE has only done 525 million, and the NASDAQ has done 1.25 billion. The NDX 100, what do you have with the NDX 100? Let's take a look at it. And by the way, so what you did have is that the SPYs, they couldn't get up over the Thursday high. The Qs have done 30 million shares. You're at 104.67. The high is 104.83. You're going into 45 million. Same type of setup. Hasn't got to the high yet, which is the 105.02. Percentage-wise, this is where we are. Dow Industrials are up 2.2%. NASDAQ is up 2.3%. S&Ps are up 2.2%. We go to and what's powering the NASDAQ, by the way, folks, is the IBB. You got Regeneron is up $43. So the IBB is up $12.27. You're at 349. You're going into 349, which had 3.18 billion shares. So the bottom line, you can see what's going on. People are in the store. There's no one in the store. They have the price there, that's for sure. We'll see how that swing point works out. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract out here trading flat at 1121.40. What gold has done once again is that rejected lower price out here this morning. Had lighter volume as it got into the 1117 area. We were going into the low that had been established out here on the August 26th area. August 26th, we had done 207,000 contracts. We did 100. We have done 133,000 today. Bottom line, thus far. It's rejected that level, has lighter volume. Many of the actually gold equities are looking pretty good. They started moving today, and they had some velocity behind the move. Now, let's go over to the bond market, because the bond market, bottom line, is continuing to scream that it wants higher price. So check this out. We go to the 10-year first. 10-year bond out here is down 14 ticks. It's done 716,000 contracts. It hasn't hit a swing point, and it's coming into 1.3 million contracts. That's about as cool as you can get, folks. It's pretty amazing, actually. It's like this. The swing point on this is 126.24. Bottom line, Friday, which no doubt should have been a slow day, bonds go to 128.04 with 1.2 million shares. You back down today with 716. You have two separate swing points that have volume. You have the swing point from the 24th of August, up at the highs of 129.10. You get the swing point from Friday of 128.04. 10-year wants higher price. We go over to the 30-year, same setup in the 30-year. 30-year, we're down almost 2 full points. 2 full points would be 1.32, 32 being the ticks. We're down 1 point and 26 ticks, same setup. We're at 157,000 contracts, rather. That 157,000 is going into 275,000 contracts. King dollar. What do you have with King dollar? King dollar just can't handle higher price, folks. King dollar backing down, and backing down with light volume. It's not bad. It's only 38,000 contracts. That is an expansion of volume, however, as to how it tried to actually get into higher price. We'll see how this reacts when it starts getting down into the 94, 96 area. What King dollar has not been able to do is just get to its minor swing point. There's a minor swing point at 97.10 from the 19th of August. Bottom line, hasn't been able to get up into that area at all. If we take a look at the small caps, the IWM. What do you have with the IWM? IWM right now is up $2.50. The IWM is the only indice when you take a look at the SPYs, the diamonds, the Qs. The small caps has got over the Thursday high. That's 115.13. It has lighter volume. We'll see whether that hangs over that high. It gets over that. If it stays over that high, that means the IWM does have a shot to get up to this 115.98 area. Strength. The strength versus the weakness inside the Dow Industrials. Every Dow stock is positive. The leader out here is GE. That's up 87 cents. Walmart second, up 211, 230 rather. Pfizer's up $1. You have Intel up 94 cents. The laggards, which are still positive. Chevron is up 8 cents. You have Coca-Cola up 27. ExxonMobil's up 87. And Caterpillar is up $1.10. Inside the NDX 100, strength versus the weakness. This is what you have. The strength is Regeneron. That's up $38. NXPI is up $5.95. You got Liberty up $2.13. The weakness is all about Netflix. Netflix is down $4. You get Yahoo down 42 cents. And eBay is off 13 cents. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Dow's up 349. Nasdaq's up 111. S&P's up 39. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up by 352. You get the Nasdaq up $129. Some of the high volume stocks in this low volume market. This is what you have. You have Apple up $1.80. Netflix is taking it on the chin. That's down $4.20. You have Microsoft up $1.16. Facebook up $1.20. Pfizer's up $1. You have Walmart up $2.30. Some of the Dow stocks. This is what you have inside the Dow. You have Johnson & Johnson up $2.33. You have Merck up $1. 3M is up $3.43. Disney's up $2.57. So let's go over the 3M and Disney and we take a look at those. We'll start with 3M. You take a look at 3M. 3M right now is trading at $143.25. This baby is down from a price point of $165. You're at $143. You've done out here today 1.5 million shares, and you're going into 4.1. That's about it. That's pretty intense. Now you are over the Thursday high. The Thursday high was 142.90. You're at 143.27. That's saying, hey, guess what? You can get up to the price point of 144.95, but there's no juice behind the move. That's a counter trend move and an equity that wants to get into lower price. You go to Walmart. WMT, we take a look at Walmart. We have Walmart. Walmart was the leader out here intraday at one point. Now, Walmart has a little juice behind it. Walmart's doing 14 million shares. You're going into 14 million. So Walmart's got a much better bounce going than the rest of the market. I suspect Walmart can actually get up to about 67.17. Where I'm going with the 67.17 area is from the 18th and the 19th. On the way down. That's where that baby is laying out right now. We're going to take a look at the GLD, the Street Tracks Trust. What the Street Tracks Trust has done is this, folks. So last Friday, we rejected lower price. The gold contract, they were trying to take it lower. Bottom line, it actually traded up slightly. The GLD came back last Friday with 4 million shares. That 4 million was coming into the low that was established out here on the 26th. That 26th of August, we had 10 million. So that was a nice setup. Now, what do we have out here today? You have a slightly higher price with an expansion of volume. That sets up building cause for higher price. And that's what I expect you're actually going to see. The dollar hasn't fallen apart yet, but the dollar is showing that it can't get into higher price. Tomorrow is going to be the big day for Apple. Bottom line, if you heard our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks, today on the TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim option program, it was a dynamite program. And what happens inside the option market, folks, is they have expected moves. Now, the expected move, you don't know which way it's going to go, but the expected move on Apple, which is pretty amazing, is something like $1.80, $1.70 to $1.80. That's like insane, meaning that means nothing is going to happen on the big PR, not just PR, they're coming out with new products, and I'm sure they're going to be great. But the bottom line is that when I was listening to the program and that was the expected move, that is so unusual, it's unbelievable. Apple's off its high of 134. You're trading at 111. Today you have volume out here of 41 million shares, and that 41 million is going into 76 million. If Apple can't hold just even, well, actually, hasn't even made it to, yeah, no, it did. So what Apple's doing is this. Apple's testing the downdraft of September 1st. We had 111.88 was the high. We hit 112.56. We did 76 million shares, and thus far it's only done 71 million. So it's pretty intense just watching that whole thing shake out. Now, as you come over to TFNN, folks, don't forget, at TFNN, we do 10 hours of live programming. We start at 8 o'clock in the morning. Our man, Mr. John Logan, kicks us off. We go to 6 o'clock in the evening. You can get all that program right on your cell phone, tfnn.mobi. As you come over here, you're going to see right on the front, Tiger Dollar sale this week only. This is our Labor Day Tiger Dollar sale. We haven't done one for quite a while. Normally, when we do one, you can save 10, 15, or 20%. This is good from, we just put this up literally 23 minutes ago. It's good until this Sunday night. If you have any subscriptions at TFNN, if you're looking to get any subscriptions at TFNN, don't forget the way Tiger Dollars work is this. There's no expiration date. They're totally transferable, and they're good for all the products at TFNN. And the way this one works is that you can get a bonus of 20, 30, and 40%. The way that would work is that you buy 500 Tiger Dollars, you'll get 600. You buy 1,000, you get 1,300. You buy 1,500, you get 2,100. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. As we come into this close out here, I expect what you're going to see is a bit more selling. It's going to be really intriguing. Now, if we look at the S&P, so check this out. This is going to be wild watching the S&P because this is a long way down where I'm thinking this actually could come into the close. We've had two separate counter-trend bounces out here today. And the first counter-trend bounce got the S&P down to 44. We're trading right now at 60. That's a big number to try to get it down to 44. We'll see how this shakes out at about the, I suspect even where it's 60, this can hit 52 to 47 in a heartbeat. The NQs were and still are, percentage-wise, the NASDAQ composite is strong. However, the NQs, because of Netflix, has been the weaker of the two indices. The NQs came up. They tested the high that was generated out here at 0950 this morning. Right now, you're up 87, and the NQs, you get inside 78. That would bring it all the way, well, first we'd have to get into 67. But the NQs basically are saying that they're going to be anywhere from, they're up 87 right now. They can end up being up about 60 to 70. So how we come into this close is going to be pretty amazing. If we take a look at that correlation inside the Qs have done 30 million shares versus you're going into 45 million. The SPYs are the thing that's really wild, man. The SPYs are going into 145 million shares and 152 million shares, and they have 79 million. It's like, oh, and I'm not even taking the biggest correlation, because the biggest correlation, folks, would be 346 million as they had come down prior to the 24th. That would be the 21st. The 24th, of course, was just a killer on the way down. So this is going to be quite a close out here today. There's no doubt about it. The Dow Industrials, what they did do, no doubt, is that point-wise, the Dow looks pretty cool. You know, point-wise, you're up 337 points right now. But what you also have is that is not over the high that was generated out here on Thursday. That high was 550, and we got to 478. So bottom line, still couldn't handle it. We go take a look at the oil market. The oil market, of course, has been just, it's been as volatile as the whole rest of the market. It just seems like it's more volatile. If we take a look at this oil, what you have with oil is this. This contract right now is trading at 45.71. You've backed down, and it does have lighter volume. I suspect oil is going to try to get back into, it's going to be a mind blower. Your first swing point is 43.21, but the way this is set up, this can get to 40.47, which would be just amazing. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Dow Industrials up 347. Nasdaq's up 112. S&Ps are up 40. We're going to be right back, folks.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. You get the Dow up 357. Nasdaq is up 132. The S&Ps are up 21. We go over and take a look at the financials. So the financials, folks, are the last ones to come off their highs. If we take a look at the XLF right now, the XLF is trading at up 52 cents, $23.17. You're coming into the same, almost all the indices right now, folks, are coming into the Thursday, September 3rd bar. We had 48 million shares there. It's done 28 million. It hasn't made the bar yet. So the IWM, as I said a little bit earlier, is the only indice or ETF structure that has made it thus far. The top of the XLF is 2334. So it's going to need a lot more juice to get up and into that area. JP Morgan Chase. So JP Morgan, of course, is one of the leaders out here inside the XLF. And if we take a look at JP Morgan, what you have with JP Morgan is this. It's done 9.5 million shares today. It's going into 17 million. Bottom line, you don't have a buyer. That's how this thing is shaken out. Friday, where you're supposed to have light volume, we went down with 20 million shares. We're up today on 9. That's a nice setup for lower prices. Berkshire Hathaway. You take a look at Berkshire Hathaway, BRK. Actually, we'll look at Wells Fargo first, because Wells Fargo is now the largest weighting structure. It's been going back and forth between Wells Fargo and Berkshire Hathaway, but right now Wells Fargo is the largest weighting structure inside the XLF. Wells Fargo is up $1.47. You're going into $53. You've hit $52.86. We're at 76 right now. Wells Fargo is the closest one to have the volume. It will have the volume by the end of the day. It should. We're at 14.5 million. It needs another 1.2 million, and more than likely we'll get it. It hasn't got the price yet, but it does, in fact, have some good juice behind. Well, it has better, or just as much juice on the way down. Berkshire Hathaway, whole nother animal. There she is. 1 second. Berkshire Hathaway just doesn't have the juice. Berkshire Hathaway out here. We're up 291. You're at 132.56. You're going to 3.9. Well, actually, it's the same volume. Yes, Berkshire has the volume. You know, we'll see what they can get. It's going to have to get the higher price. It's exactly the same volume right now. 3.98 versus 3.91. But that means that it could get the volume because we got another, I believe, 20. Yeah, we got another 30 minutes coming into that close out here. We go take a look at the XLE, the whole financial, the energy complex. This one's going to get really interesting, and this is why. So the XLE came off the low after a trouncing beyond belief. The XLE was a one-way trade from $101 down to, let's say, the 60 area. Right now, you're at 64, 68. What you have done is that you came off those lows with some volume. You're pulling back. You pull back with lighter volume. It's like, okay, man, you're pushing. I wouldn't be biting just yet, and this is why. The XLE, folks, until it gets over and stays over $66.29 is in a lower range. And in fact, it's an ABC structure on the way down. If I take this, that's on the daily. This is interesting. Let me see. The most conservative way to do this. I'll put this on a weekly for a second. So on a weekly, it's hard because it didn't have a, man, on a weekly, 83, 66, 76. That's 18. On a weekly, it's saying it wants to go to 52. We traded to 58. If we could take a look at ExxonMobil, XOM. Yeah, ExxonMobil looks to me like it can still trade down to 72.75, even 71.38. In both cases, when you're looking at those, what you want to be looking at is the highs of the lows of that downdraft. If you get a rejection of lower price at that level, then it's not that the risk versus the reward would be set up at that area. Let's go over and take a look at the NQs again. The NQs are just at their highs right now. They're going to try to get up and over those highs. The NQs are up $98. You're at 42.92. I believe that's a new high. Yeah, it's testing the 42.91 area from this morning. So we are at. It's 5 minutes into it. You know, we'll see whether it can stay over it. It can stay over it. That would get some juice into that market tomorrow. That's how this thing would be set up right now. Because you could take the bottom of that, which would be 42.44, and then you take the top, which is 40. Well, that's not. You take 42.99, which is still $50. So we'll see how that shakes out coming into the close. But Dow Industrials right now up 365. You go over to the diamonds, what you have with the diamonds, you can go through each one of these indices and, they're pushing with price, but you don't have anything else behind this move. We take a look at the aspect of the buying versus the selling, and right now your 5-day arms, even your 1-day arms is at 0.45. So of course there's zero fear there. And in fact, what that's saying is that everyone is buying the exact same stock once again. And when that happens, folks, okay, this is, so when the arms is at 1, what it means is that all the stocks in the New York Stock Exchange are getting the same amount of buying, same amount of selling. When it gets down into the 47, 50, 55 area, it means that everyone's piling into the exact same stock. That predicts that you're going to get a pullback. When you're at 3, 3.5, everyone is selling the same stock. The amazing part about it is that evidently we all get in and out of the same stock simultaneously, which is pretty wild. There's no doubt about that. When we go overseas and we take a look at overseas, this is what you had overseas last night. The Nikkei was down 2%, 2.3%. Shanghai was up 2.9%. You had the Shenzhen up 2.3%. In Europe this morning, you had the FTSE up 1.1%. The CAT was up 1%. The DAX was up 1.6%. If we go over and we take a look at the DAX right now, the DAX came into Thursday's price level. Let me see if I got the volume. Yeah, I won't have the volume until tonight. Bottom line, the DAX had got to a price point, 10,371. The high of Thursday is 10,380. But it closed up there, so that's going to try to push into that 380. I suspect it will try to push into that level out there tomorrow. We go take a look at the silver. That's what we want to look at. So silver, folks, we do need more price spread in silver, but it's really sweet what it did out here today. So silver trades to 1440. We do 40,000 contracts. The 40,000 contracts was coming into 58,000. Rejected the price, moves higher, and as it started moving higher, we had some velocity behind the move. And that velocity behind the move came in the silver market at 11:10 this morning. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Dow Industrials up 380. Nasdaq's up $1.25. S&Ps are up 44. You stay right there, folks. I'll come right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD.
For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 373. You get the Nasdaq up 125. S&Ps are up 43, and there's no doubt they got the price action going. The composite, if we go take a look at the composite first, this is what you have happening with the composite. So the high of Thursday in the composite, 4,800. We're at 4,808. So the composite just took out its highs. That's saying the composite can get up to the 4,836. We're up 124 bucks in the composite right now. Dow Industrials, we take a look at the Dow, correlation inside the Dow. The Dow right now still needs higher price in order to get up to that Thursday high. The high Thursday in the Dow was 550. We've reached 486, and we're at 474 right now. Inside the NDX 100, we take a look at the NDX 100. The high of the NDX 100, 4,300 flat. You've hit 4301.16. So that just tapped the top of it. And we'll see if, in fact, it can get up over and stay over that level. The Qs right now, we're at 104.97, up 281. That high out there is 105.02. We hit 105.04. You know, backed off slightly from that bottom line. It has a shot to get up and to do that right now because you still have 15 minutes. That's a long period of time. If this can't just actually blow this thing away right now, that sets up bottom line, another down move. Well, just give it a day, folks. This is how this thing has been shaken out. The diamonds, we take a look at the diamonds out here. What you have with the diamonds. Now, the correlation between the Dow and the diamonds, you know, is real, but what's so intriguing is that the Dow had given up so much from the high of Thursdays into the lows. The diamonds, the high was 165.49. We've hit 164.88, and it just doesn't have the juice in order to stay up into those levels. We go take a look at Big Blue. What do we have with Big Blue? And some of these large caps, folks, you can really see the correlation, meaning that you're getting a bounce, and there's just nothing behind this bounce. If we take a look at Big Blue is coming into 4.9 million, 148.97. You're at 146.99. You're coming in there with 3 million. United Technologies, UTX. What do we have with UTX? UTX is up $2.12, 3.9 million. You're coming into 7.4 million. The GE, let's go take a look at GE. GE is the leader today inside the Dow. GE has 35 million shares. It's going into 64 million. This is crazy. And 25, we're 24.90. More than likely, GE is going to try to make a run to 25.17. That's the way it seems to be set up right now. We go to Caterpillar. We take a look at Caterpillar. This is an equity that, you know, got smoked pretty well. It went from a price point of 90 down to 74. Caterpillar bouncing 1 $1.17, and this is really on anemic volume. Caterpillar went down Friday on 12 million. You're up today on 4. That sets up lower price. Honeywell, let's go take a look at Honeywell. Honeywell is 2.7 million shares. You're coming into 5 million. Thursday had 3.2 million, no, 3.1 million, I believe. Thursday, yeah, 3.12 million. High there was 99.66. You're at 99.60 right now. Marvell, we take a look at Marvell. Excuse me, folks. Marvell's trading at a price point of 33.07. She needs a lot more volume. So that's coming into 22 million. You're at 14 million. As you get into each one of these, it's pretty intense. This morning, what you did have out here, which is going to get really interesting, is that over in Europe, folks, okay, the trials are just starting on these currency traders. And what you're going to have, the banks have got penalized like billions of dollars. Well, they're going to get penalized even more. One of the first traders, former Citigroup currency trader, let go of amidst a global probe into foreign exchange rate rigging, said in the first day of his unfair dismissal trial that he would expose the truth about the bank's conduct. Perry Simpson told a London court that the information sharing that resulted in his dismissal was widespread across the bank's trading desk. He also said that senior management was aware of the conduct and is now being protected by the bank. I'm not here to mudsling. I'm here so that the truth about foreign exchange at Citigroup will be heard once and for all. This is going to happen all over the place again, folks. Okay, you know what's amazing is that the banks get caught, they pay the fine, and that doesn't end it. And it doesn't end it because as they're paying the fine, most of these fines that are put in place is that they say, okay, we didn't do anything wrong, but here's 100 million, we're not going to do it again. Then what ends up happening is they do that, they end up firing, of course, all the people that they claim were responsible for the rigging, when in fact, there's no way that the markets themselves were rigged for hundreds of billions of dollars without senior management knowing it. I mean, it's just a common sense deal. But what it does do, it softens the blow so that it takes another 18, 15, 24 months, whatever that is, until the next fines come into place. But we're going to see that happen. What is going to be intriguing, I think, which will still take another probably year, is the metal pits. Okay, the metal pits. Bottom line is that baby's going to come back, and they're going to show that they've been manipulating the price of the metals for quite a while. Also, 877-927-6648. We got 15. Yeah, you get 12 minutes. This market's going to finish at highs. Volume-wise out here, this is what you have. We got 617 million in the NYSE. If you take a look at the NASDAQ right now, you're 1.4 billion. So the NASDAQ will filter in probably about 1.8. NYSE, though, man, that's going to have to put some heavy juice into that close in order to get anywhere near the 850, 900. I don't think we're going to hit a billion, which is pretty amazing when you get a bounce like this. You're at 618 million right now, and we'll see if she can get to 880. 880, folks, was the high that was generated on Thursday. Bottom line, that's what she's going into right now. The correlation in between how we go into that level is important. If we blew up to about a billion, 1.1 billion, that'd be a different animal, and that'd be saying that, guess what, you can get into that area. Inside the NDX 100, there's only 3 stocks that are negative. You got Netflix down $4, Yahoo's down 53 cents, and eBay is off 12 cents. Regeneron is the number out here. That's up $42.10. That's the leader, and it does have volume, by the way. This is coming into 258,000. It's done 337,000. Has the price spread. Bottom line, this is going to run up to the 547.51. We've hit 542 thus far but that looks like that does have some juice behind it. And that the IBB is all about, well, the Nasdaq's all about the IBB. Dow Industrials right now up 375. You get the Nasdaq up $1.24. S&Ps are up 43. You stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is up 384. You get the Nasdaq up $1.25. S&Ps are up 45. And after the bell out here, we're going to have Casey's General Store come out with numbers. Dave and Buster's Entertainment. It's hard to believe that we're into numbers and earnings once again. Tomorrow, before the bell, folks, let's see. We have Hovania, which is the home builder. After the bell, you're going to get Krispy Kreme, Palo Alto Networks. It'll be interesting to see where they're going to shake out. On Thursday, we got Lululemon before the bell, and then after the bell, you got Restoration Hardware. So we're going to be getting some numbers out here. I suspect the biggest thing out here, though, on the agenda right now is going to be where we're going to be at the, today's the 8th. So you got next, I believe it's going to be next Wednesday and Thursday. It's the 14th and 15th, the Fed meeting. Let me just find that 1 second. And once FED. Okay, so calendar, let's see what we got here. So the next Fed decision, well, actually the 17th. So that's 8 and 7, 15. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's going to be next Thursday. Next Thursday at 2 o'clock. So it's a 2-day meeting. Next Thursday at 2 o'clock is going to be the number. As to are the Fed's going to go up on the rates by 25 basis points. What I thought was intriguing this morning is this. What start filtering, okay, so the way the mantra has gone thus far is that analysts are saying, hey, listen, they can go up 25 basis points. It's going to be one rate hike, and then they're going to back off. Well, that's never happened, folks, okay? When the consistency inside the Federal Reserve is that when they go down, they continue to go down, down, down until they don't. This has been, no doubt, the longest that at 0, for sure. When they go up, guess what? They go up, 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 and that's how they just do it. What the mantra has been by most of the analysts out there is that, no, it's going to be one and go. Well, this morning, what you had, it seems, the bulk of what I heard out there was that, no, it's 25 off 50 basis points. Bottom line, folks, should they go up? I don't know, bottom line, to me, it looks like we're paying much higher rates already. It's like the Federal Reserve, that rate that we're talking about is bank to bank. I don't know anyone who's getting an interest rate right now of 0 or 25 basis points. In fact, when you look at the interest rate structure compared to what the banks are getting, it looks like the rate is actually pretty high. When we still look overseas, the rate is exceptionally high. Right now, the United States, we're paying 2.1 on a 10-year. You can go to France and you only get 1%. So picture that, that's 100% more you get in the United States. You can go to Germany, you get 0.6%. So it's at 6, that's almost 300% more. When you look at that structure, it's like, man, they're not going to go up on rates. I suspect they have a shot to go up, and we'll see where that filters out. The bond market right now is still saying that they're not going to go up in rates, or in fact, if they do go up in rates, it's not going to matter. Our own bond market looks like it wants to get into higher price. The dollar index, bottom line, dollar index also is saying that the dollar, for some reason, can't handle higher price. If you look at some of the press reports, it looks like it really has to do with China selling currency reserves in order to keep the yuan in a place that it doesn't devalue as quick as it actually could if, in fact, they didn't push some dollars out to support the yuan. This is Tom O'Brien, this is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials up 393. The Nasdaq's up 128. S&Ps are up 46. So we're going to be right back, folks.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Sam in Irvine, California. Hey, Sam, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Doing great. You having a good day out there?
I'm having a great day. Thank you very much. I want to preface by saying that I'm so grateful to you and TFNN for you to assemble such a great people, such a team to help the small investors like myself.
Well, we appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us, Sam. Thank you so much.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Kick into a good Labor Day. Kick into a good fall. You got to love it. Hope is a renewable option. If you run out of it at the end of the day, you get to start over again in the morning. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. Dow Industrials up 390, Nasdaq up 128, S&P's up 43, gold contract flat at $11.21 an ounce, silver up 21 cents at $14.76 an ounce, platinum up $15.90 an ounce at $1,004 an ounce, copper up 12 pennies at $2.43 a pound. Light sweet crude down 11 cents, $45.94 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year down 15 ticks, 127.09. 30-year off almost 2 points, 153.29. Both the 10 and the 30, folks, pulled back in light of volume. They still want higher price. King dollar down 370 ticks, 95.87. Euro up 37 at 112, and the yen at 119.86. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. We'll start with the SPY. SPY closes at its high out here today. That's saying it's going to go after the Thursday high. Hasn't made it yet. We're up $4.87. You did 110 million shares. You're going into 152 million. The high of last Thursday was 198.05. And bottom line, you're going to go after that, I suspect, tomorrow morning. Doesn't have the juice, but bottom line is that wants that price. NDX 100. Same setup in the NDX 100. What we did with the NDX is this. The Qs closed at their high, up 289. The high of Thursday, 105.02. The Qs actually made it. The Qs are at 105.05, so it closed over its high. You have 37 million versus 45. That's saying the Qs are going to run to 106, which is 95 cents higher than where we are right now. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract rejected, lower price, had lighter volume, came into the downdraft that had been created out here on August 26th. The low of August 26th was 1116. We got to 1114. The volume on the 26th was 207,000 contracts. We did 135. You rejected that level. Bottom line, you still need price spread and wide price spread with expanded volume inside the gold market. We go up and we take a look at silver. What we have with silver is this. Now, silver, you talk about volatility, man. Silver is a trip in itself. Silver also rejected lower price. Then silver took off, which is really sweet. We're at 14.76. Had some juice into it today, did 40,000 contracts. That's saying that silver is going to try to break into the 1540 mark, 1570 mark. Those 1540 is where the downdraft occurred on the 24th. 1577 is the actual swing high of the 21st. And it looks like silver wants to make that run. Now, let's go over to the bond market, because the bond market is a trip in itself. So, bonds have continued to show folks that they want higher price. We take a look at this bond market. First, we'll go to the 10-year. And what you're going to see is this. The 10-year right now is trading at 127.10. We've done 724,000 contracts. The 724 was coming into 1.3 million. So that correlation there is saying bonds, and on Friday what we did is this. Friday we went to 128.04, and we went to that number with 1.2 million contracts. That's higher price, higher volume. That's where it wants to go. And the highs of the 10-year right now are 129.10. That was the spike high of the 24th, which did take out the April high of April 3rd. The 30-year. What do we have with the 30-year? 30-year also wants higher price. 30-year pull back today. We pull back with 170,000 contracts going into 234. 30-year is always so dangerous, man, because the 30 has been hanging around the bottom of this trend line, though, for sure. So 30 years got to basically hang tight ASAP and get up into higher price. In both cases, they still look that they want higher price, lower yield. And that being said, it's going to be the 14th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon when we take a look at the calendar, the 17th rather. The 17th at 2 o'clock in the afternoon is going to be, are the Feds going to go up a 0.25 25 basis points or not. King dollar. What do we have with King dollar? King dollar continues to struggle. The pullback today, 40,000 contracts. A slight expansion of volume, nothing heavy. We'll see. I suspect tomorrow King dollar is going to go after 95.21. Right now you're at 95.85. What King dollar hasn't been able to do, which is pretty amazing, there's a minus. Okay, so the major swing point on King dollar, folks, is up at 98.42. That was the swing established on August 7th. It comes down fast, furious, gets to 92.52, blows out the lows with monster volume, 143,000 contracts. You do a counter trend bounce. There's a very minor swing that it can't even handle, which is 96.35, which is indicating you're going to get into this 94, 96 area before you're going to try to get into the actual swing point of 97. So intraday out here today, what you did get inside King dollar is you got a seller, bottom line at 10 past 3 this afternoon. Slight seller, but you have a seller. Some of the high volume stocks in this low volume, in this low volume market, GE was up 96. Apple, let's talk about Apple. So Apple, tomorrow, folks. Netflix today inside the NDX 100. That was the only weak stock inside 100 stocks. Netflix was down 384, had 6.1 million shares traded. Bottom line, that can't get out of its way after, being one of the best stocks in the NDX 100 for the past 3, 4, 5 years. Bottom line, Netflix is at 94.85. That's running to the 85 level. Tomorrow, what I suspect you're going to see, Apple as the big announcement. Well, Apple just hasn't moved. You have 294. Bottom line, can it get to 114.53? Yeah, but it looks to me like Apple is going to set up the disappointment out here for tomorrow. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow finished up 390. NASDAQ up $128. S&P's up 44. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today.
An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow finish up 390, NASDAQ up 128, S&P's up 44. And don't forget, folks, every trading day we do 10 hours of live programming. Kick off at 8 o'clock in the morning. Our man, Mr. John Logan, kicks us off. Get all that programming right on your cell phone, TFNN.mobi. Every Tuesday and Thursday, our man, Mr. Andy Heck, does a great show right after me, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Now, as you're over at our website at TFNN, folks, you're going to see right on the front page. This literally just came up 1 hour ago. We do these Tiger Dollar specials a couple times a year. Normally, it's either 10, 15, or 20% bonus you get. We just started this an hour ago. This is good from now until Sunday night. So if you want to save or make 20% on your money, 30% or 40% on your money, if you get any subscriptions now at TFNN, if you're looking to get any in the future, the Tiger Dollars are good for all subscriptions at TFNN, totally transferable, and there's no expiration date. The way it works is that you buy $500, you get $600 in Tiger Dollars, which you can spend on subscriptions you have now or in the future. You spend $1,000, you get $1,300, which is a 30% bonus. You spend $1,500, and you get a bonus of $600 or $2,100. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. It's good this week. Now, folks, let's go over to our man, Mr. Andy Heck. What's going on, brother?
Hey, how are you, Tom?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing good. Back from a long, nice weekend.
Yeah.
How about you? You have a good weekend?
It was great. And it's interesting. To me, Labor Day is like always the beginning of a new year for some reason. But that's how it's always been. So it's kind of...
Because you remember back to when you were a kid and you had to go back to school.
Yeah, that's it, I guess. Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah.
That totally makes sense because we always go back to school the Thursday after Labor Day. Yeah.
Exactly. So interesting markets. Listen, I got a lot of stuff out on Seeking Alpha. I put it on in the den.
Okay.
I wrote one that's really interesting, and it's not commodities per se, but it's about Bitcoin, and it's about this blockchain technology that really is going to be very interesting for Wall Street. You know, Wall Street changed a lot when they with this advent of high-frequency trading.
Yes.
Okay. But one thing that hasn't changed in Wall Street is the back-office technology.
Right.
And what Bitcoin, forget Bitcoin itself for a minute, but what that technology does is it's totally traceable. It's like a whole new accounting system over the internet. It's like the email for money. And this technology, they just hired a big company that's going to be putting this out there. Just hired someone I know from Wall Street, a woman by the name of Blythe Masters. She ran all commodities trading for JP Morgan. She was the developer of the credit default swap. Very bright woman.
So watch this, folks, too. And this is something that you really wrap your head around because depending on how long you've been in the marketplace, what Andy's talking about, so credit default swaps, folks, okay, and derivative products in general are brand new. This is the thing that's a total mind blower. I remember, Andy, in 1994, and what happened, folks, is that this is when they were just coming out. Do you remember, I remember the association that was just starting, and I'm saying to myself, oh, this is interesting how this works. Well, this is the lady that actually started it, folks, okay?
Right. She wrote the formula. She's very bright. Listen, it went from a market of zero in 1994 to 600 trillion.
I know, man. I remember it coming across my desk. I was looking, I'm saying to myself, well, this is interesting how this is working, man. Yeah, right.
So she's wrapping her hands around this business. And I wrote this article because I want people to understand, not so much Bitcoin is one thing. And I think Bitcoin is very interesting comparing it to gold. And I do that a little bit in the article. But there's a lot of central banks that are getting their hands around this. And me, I'm back in the generation where, Ms. Pac-Man and Pong were high technology. So it took me a long time to really kind of understand what's going on here, but really interesting. Check out the article. It's an interesting piece.
I will. And what happens, folks, with Bitcoin? So say, with the Angie's talking about is the technology. The reason that it's so dynamic is that when the blockchain that they're talking about, the blockchain is on everyone's computer. So what ends up happening is no central marketplace. And if, in fact, that she gets it together and she sells this to Wall Street, you're going to see some heavy destruction in the back offices because they make a fortune right now in the back offices. That'll be the State Streets of the world. There'll be some good destruction going on, man.
Oh, a lot of jobs lost and a lot of money saved. And the regulators will love this technology because everything's traceable. This is why this is really interesting at this time. And Wall Street's embracing it. For a while they pushed it away. Now they're kind of embracing it.
Oh, they'll embrace it because they'll save a fortune. What happens?
Exactly.
The JP Morgans of the world will save a fortune, folks. A fortune. Okay.
And by the way, they're all investing in it too.
Yeah.
So they'll not only save a fortune, they'll make a fortune.
Well, you know what? It's just like what happens, folks, is that when Bloomberg just came out, Michael Bloomberg made a deal with Merrill Lynch, gave him ownership of 24%, I think, right? Because even Merrill Lynch at that point had the most amount of brokers. So it was one of those deals. Guess what? I'll give you ownership. You buy a bunch of them. That's how the whole thing really got kicked in. And it's going to be the same thing there. If you can figure out how to kick back bread and give ownership, and they have the market, you're in. That's
and you cut their expenses.
Yeah,
at the same
right.
time. So it's a triad of making money.
Yeah, it is. No, it is.
Anyway, so commodity market, interesting. We had an update today. China, first day back after the holiday. Everything looks wonderful. I look at these markets, I say, don't get too comfortable.
Yeah.
Don't get too comfortable. Everything looks beautiful today. Give it a few days.
Yeah, no doubt. What's going to get intriguing here, I mean, copper got the pop, gave it up again, but got another good pop, man.
Well, copper got a good pop. Listen, as I said to you when we were talking about copper, I still think it's going to go to $2 on China. But it could go to 250, 260 right now in the medium term because people don't know where to push it. And today everything is great in China. So you got the Dow Jones Industrial up 390
That's funny.
points.
Yeah.
You got copper rallying. Oil didn't go down that much. Everything looks beautiful. You know what? Tomorrow, everything can look different. Did you see how much China has poured into their stock market?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's still not looking that special. So I think we have to kind of look at these markets as trading markets. And if you're long, today's a great day to take profits. And on those huge down days, it's a great day to put on positions, or vice versa, to get short today.
Right.
And trading these things back and forth. This is a trader's paradise. This is not an investor's market. This is a roller coaster like crazy. And I'll have an article coming out on Friday. On Seeking Alpha, kind of a memorial of 9/11, but it's going to be entitled "Markets Take the Stairs Up and the Elevator Down."
Well, it's amazing. This morning I'm listening to CNBC, and Lee Cooperman was on. And Lee Cooperman, folks, is a very talented guy that's made a lot of money, huge amounts of money. And he had wrote an article in the Financial Times about machines taking over the marketplace. But Sorkin had said something really interesting to him. He's there complaining, saying, no, he thinks the trend on the way down, the machines are taking advantage of that. He says, well, what about, you've been telling us forever that the markets are efficient and, fundamentally the markets are there. Like, all of a sudden they're not anymore?
Right, exactly. And they are efficient.
It was really, yeah, stay right there with us, all right?
Sure.
It's Tom O'Brien, this is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. Andy and I are coming right back. Dow Industrials finished up almost 400 points at 390. NASDAQ was up a buck 28. We're going to be right back.
Economy's coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow finished up 390, NASDAQ 128, S&P's up 44. We're talking with our man, Mr. Andy Heck. Don't forget, folks, every Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time right here. Get it right on your cell phone. Andy has a great program. He also has a great newsletter. It's the Technomental Commodity Report. The way you can get that is you come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to go into newsletters, trading newsletters. You can test drive that 30 days absolutely free right here, right now.
You know, Tom, before the break, you said something really interesting. You started a talk about Lee Cooperman,
yes,
and what he said this morning. You know, I watched that, and I was sitting back thinking, I'm like, Lee, where were you in '92 when George Soros tanked the pound? And where were you? You know, it's very interesting. I mean, he lost money, and I think a lot of his comments are sour grapes here.
They are. No, the thing is amazing. This is what's really wild about it, right? Is that the aspect, you can see the fear, and I'm looking, I'm saying to myself, I can't believe this. But check this out. Now, folks, you know, it's really wild how things happen in life, right? But what blows my mind is, like, how does this actually happen? Okay, so as Andy and I are talking, the one part that I hadn't got to say yet, and inside this article, he was blaming Ray Dalio, right?
Ray Dalio, yeah.
He was blaming Ray Dalio for one of his funds, because what happens is that one of his funds, if certain things happen, he flips all his positions, right? Well, and the break, now listen how crazy this gets. on the break, it just come out that Ray also lost 6.1%, so it wasn't Ray's fault. This just come across Bloomberg. I'm saying to myself, I can't believe this, man. Isn't that funny?
That's crazy.
It's crazy. So what happens is that Ray has a fund, folks, and it's the all-weather fund, and it should have made money, but guess what? It didn't. So now I can't wait to hear what Lee's going to say now, because inside that article he was blaming, that fund in particular. You know what I mean? That. Anyway, we've been doing.
I know. I mean, listen. It's an amazing situation. But I've been thinking a lot about that because I spent the weekend. I wrote a couple of articles. I relaxed, but I was thinking a lot about this whole Bitcoin thing, and I was saying to myself, this blockchain is the back office what high frequency trading is for trading. And then I hear Lee Cooperman this morning talking about that, and I was like, wow, he's like me. He's in the Pac-Man generation.
Yeah, right.
That's
yeah.
It's interesting. You got to go with the technology. Technology takes this world in amazing places.
And what also happens here, what happens here, folks, is this. What wasn't said there is that as we've been going up for 6 years, every dip the machines have been buying. Right. And mathematically what has happened is that trend has broken. So now what you'll see is that as you go higher, they're going to sell because the most amount of money can be made selling versus buying. And until that trend breaks, guess what? That's what we're in. So.
Right. And one other thing. Look, also, there is a natural flow of buying in the markets.
Oh, absolutely.
401ks.
Right. Huge.
Through huge. Every day it's there.
Right.
Okay. The other thing is, if we look at the last 6 years, up until recently, China's been exploding, which has been supporting so many other economies around the world. They've been growing. They're the second largest economy in the world now.
Well, Lee said China doesn't matter this morning.
That is, I'm sorry. I don't agree with that.
I know that. I'm only kidding. It was crazy when he said that. I'm saying to myself, okay, go ahead.
He needs another vacation.
I know.
He needs more than 3 days off, I think. Yeah. I think they got him at a bad moment. I actually listened to Buffett after him, and I thought what Buffett said was more, it was Buffett-esque. Look, he says, hey, the stock market, I don't know where it's going. It could go up, could go down. Hope it goes down. I got a lot more to buy. I got a lot of cash. That makes sense, what Buffett says. What Lee said was really, it was just amazing. It was a non-understanding of technology. And to me, it was kind of, he's having a rough year. Listen, anyone who trades has a rough year.
I can feel for the guy. I just thought, I got more out of it for the aspect that I said, wow. And one part of it, folks, this is what ended up happening, he was talking about. He said that he had a meeting 2 weeks ago with 24 other high-powered people, right? The way he put this, it was like, wow. And each one of those people seen no recession coming. Everything was great. I says, oh, man, that's the death keel, right? It's like, oh, really? Like they saw. The thing that was a mind-blower is that I thought plenty of people saw the, financial debacle on 2007 coming, Bernanke and the rest of the crowd said, no, don't worry about a thing. But anyway.
Right. We see that every day. You know what it's called? It's called counterintuitive. Today, grilling season ended yesterday, right, Tom?
Yeah.
Grilling season and Labor Day and the grilling season. Meats are supposed to go down. Cattle limit up today. Same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Up 210. Oh, my God.
Right. Same thing. Same kind of thing. Counterintuitive. You got to think outside of the box.
Yeah, you do.
In markets. You really do. And, hey, you see something like copper exploding today. I say, hey, this is a great opportunity. This is a great opportunity for traders here. Stock market up 400 today. Hey, another great opportunity because I agree with you. I think it's going down. I mean,
hey, what did you think? No, I do, too. What do you think about Glencore?
You know what? Hey, I was really proud. I wrote those articles in Seeking Alpha the last couple of weeks, yelling, basically excoriating commodity companies for paying dividends.
Okay.
I wrote two of them.
That's right.
I said,
you did. Good for you, man.
What are you doing paying dividends? And when he came out, Glassenberg came out today and suspended. I said, and he issued more stock to pay off debt. I said, finally, someone who's
And the stock got rewarded for it, yeah. What happened, folks, is that Glencore is run by a guy that has billions, but he bit the bullet. That's the bottom line. Is that
he stopped paying dividends and he issued more stock to raise a lot of money because he has a lot of debt left over from that Estrada purchase.
Yeah, big time.
And he wants to get in. and he's smart. He wants to get in shape because commodities are still in a bear market, and with China, that's going to continue. He wants to get in shape for the next. Let him take on more debt when he buys BHP. By the way, BHP not only reiterated their dividend, they boosted it a little bit. That was a bad move.
And so check this out, folks. Now, we happen to own the stock, but Franco-Nevada, okay, is, I think, one of the best gold royalty stocks. Well, their CEO came out, and they don't even, they're not in the credit market, so, but they, meaning the debt market, but they have plenty of credit lines. He comes out, Andy, and says he's getting ready to basically tap that line because he thinks, specifically what he said, he says, hey, listen, man, you know, they've got killed. He says, this is the time that, you know, I got to stop making hay.
Predator. That's why listen, when I'm glad you asked about Glencore. I was proud when he did that this morning because of those articles. I think I wrote them like 3 and 4 weeks ago or something like that.
Okay.
Because I just could not. I thought to myself, I said the oil stocks, when oil was going down, these oil stocks can't bottom until they stop paying dividends.
Right.
They're paying dividends for stupid reasons. Why? Because they're competing with other stocks in other sectors for investment dollars. They got to look at their own businesses and do what's right for their own businesses, and they're going to hurt. Listen, you could pay a big dividend to an equity holder, but if it eventually bankrupts you, you're hurting your equity holder in the end.
Yeah,
and equity holders need to understand that.
Yeah, there's no doubt, man. There's no doubt. And so, listen, folks, you know, Andy's going to be coming right up 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Now, as you come over to our website, we just brought up the Tiger Dollar sale, folks. This sale, we only brought it up an hour ago. It's only good till Sunday night. Normally, you save 10, 15, or 20% bonuses. You can save 20, 30, or 40%. Check it out on the front page of TFNN. Andy, you have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the show in 20 minutes.
Take care, Tom.
Thanks, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
You too.
You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow Industrials finished up 390. Nasdaq up $128. S&P's up 44. We're going to be right back, folks.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Back, folks. Let's go take a look at the NDX 100. So the NDX 100, folks, if we use the Qs, closed at 105.04, up $2.88. Now, when you take a look at this, what you've done is this. You're coming into the Thursday downdraft. We did 37 million shares versus 45 million. We are at 105.02, and what that sets up, that means that it's going to run to 73.18. And right now, no. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Yeah, I get two different charts up. That means it's going to 73.18. That'll be a trip. That means it wants to run to the 106 area. Now, if you take a look at the correlation inside of that, and you are trading the QID, which we are trading the QID. The QID today, it opened at a price point of 35.80. It's trading 35.18 right now. Bottom line is that what you want to see is this, okay? There's a couple questions on where to put a stop on this, if in fact you're in this baby. Okay, so 34.81 is the high that was generated out here on the 20th. What you're going to have all night to see where these futures go, number one. What I expect you're going to see, though, is that you're going to go into at least the highs of the 20th, which is 34.81. Yeah, so the bottom line is you got to put the stop in there at some point. That's how that shakes out. What you'd also want to do when you're looking at that is this, though. You'd want to look at, here, I'm going to bring this over, I'll bring the Nikkei up for you. The China market, folks, you really can't get your head wrapped around China, because the fact of the matter is that most of the stocks aren't trading in China. So if you go over to Hang Seng, it's like, okay, you know, a lot of them are trading in Hang Seng. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. That was up 3.28%. That baby there, if we look at that correlation, this is a market that absolutely got smoked. It's like, okay, you know, this already went from 28,000 down to 20,000. 500. You know, it's like, okay, that can get to 21,000. It can go up about another $500. We'll see how that gets into that level. The Nikkei is probably going to give us the best idea, because that's still the cleanest market out there. Now, what the Nikkei did last night, folks, the Nikkei traded down to its lows. If that Nikkei ever goes lower tonight, I mean, our markets, they're not going to have a shot. And so if we go back to the QID and the QQQ, inside that correlation, you want to watch the Nikkei. If the Nikkei can't get over 17,747, which is up 300 and something, you're in good shape to stay short the market. Apple, what you want to do is this. In the morning, inside the NDX 100, you want to be all over Apple. When our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade, did the option show today, he brought up the expected move. And the expected move inside Apple is about $1.70. Now, expected move means, folks, that it's just going to go one way or the other. The thing that's amazing is that, you know, September 9th, tomorrow's Apple's big day. They're going to, you know, bring out their TV. They're going to bring out their new iPhone. All about. If Apple can only move $1.70, that's a huge problem. Okay. That would be, you know, Apple's already off the highs here of 131. If Apple can only move that much money, bottom line is that you'll have Apple and Netflix putting more pressure on the market on the way down. Where the strength was inside the NDX 100 today was the IBB. IBB was up $14.67. You're trading at 351.77. That baby wants to go to that 354.50 area. Inside the NDX 100, Regeneron was the number. Well, here, watch this. Regeneron was up $42. Now, two Apple NXPI, which is an Apple, I believe that's an Apple supplier. That's a semiconductor for mobile software. That baby had some juice behind the move. That's off a high of 115. You're at $90. And, this can get into 94.89. So that no doubt put juice behind it. I believe ADI, analog devices, that's a little bit different. I don't believe that's an Apple supplier. ADI also had some juice behind the move out here today. ADI was down from $68. It's trading at $57. That had decent juice too, but that has to get inside. Well, it's actually inside. It's inside. It broke down with 2.1 million. You're come up with 1.7. It can run to 60.80, which is up another $3. Bottom line is that you can expect more volatility out here tonight. Percentage-wise, our market's got some percentages, no doubt. You had the Dow up 2.4, NASDAQ was up 2.7, S&Ps are up 2.5. Point-wise, as to where we are versus where we've been, still doesn't have the juice. Volume-wise, also is saying that you want lower price. We did 918 million today on the NYSE, going into 888. With a 300 to 400 a day, it should be up in that 1 billion mark. You did 1.7 inside the NASDAQ. The composite itself right now is trading out at 48.11, and the high out there is 52.31. So that's not that bad. You're $400 off the high. The small caps are the only indice out here that, the NDX 100, the small caps did take out the swing point from last Thursday. It didn't have the volume, but it took out the swing point. That's saying the small caps will go after the 115.98. That's what I expect you're going to see out here tomorrow. That more than likely will go after that area. If we go over and we take a look at United, thanks, Dave. Appreciate it, man. Mr. Dave White just gave me a heads up, I believe. Is it UAL? Okay, so UAL, United Airlines. Their CEO is out. United closed at $57.51. That's trading at $56.50. Now let's see what they're saying. United names new CEO. United Continental named a new chief executive after the CEO stepped aside amid an internal investigation into the airline's handling of a case involving ties to the former chairman of the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. Oh, my God. That's a trip. U.S. prosecutors have been probing the relationship between United and former Port Authority David Simon, who quit in 2014. This never stops. I believe that that's the same guy that with Christie, they basically closed down a couple of those toll booths or bridges or something. And that's a scandal in itself. Let's go to Roy in Boston. Hey, Roy, what's going on?
Yes, Tom O'Brien. Always a pleasure. Love your show. Excellent.
Thanks so much. Appreciate the call. Appreciate you holding, Roy.
Yes, thanks for taking the call. I just wanted to ask you about getting into an entry point for Exxon, and I was just wondering where you see the market going, like as far as on the Dow and so on, to get in.
I would take, hey, listen, I really like what Exxon looks like, okay? Exxon, folks, is not going to go out of business. Exxon has just come down from like 104. We're at 73. Just stay with us a second, Ray, okay? We get a short break and we'll be right back. Dow finished up 390, NASDAQ up 128, S&P's up 44. And folks, if you do have any subscriptions at TFNN, if you're getting any in the future, check out the Tiger Dollar sale. You can save 20, 30, or 40%. It's good from now until Sunday night. Check it out on the front page. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, accurate
active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
Join Andy Hecht as he shows you how to make money in commodities. The Commodities Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with Roy from Boston. We're talking about ExxonMobil. So, when you talk ExxonMobil, folks, right now, when we talk cash-wise, what they're taking in is this. So watch this. 4 years ago, they used to take in $125 million a quarter every 90 days. They're projecting the next 2 quarters are going to be their least amount, $61 million. Now, what they are is $1 billion, rather. I'm sorry. So per quarter, $125 billion they took in 4 years ago. Now they're taking in $61 billion. Okay, so that's 50% less. Quite a hit. They're projecting $61 billion this quarter, $60 billion next quarter. Then what they've done is that they're projecting $72 to $75 billion next quarter. Okay, so that being said and done, bottom line, still taking in a lot of money. They're not going bankrupt, right? When you look at the setup, Roy, right? I like the setup, but I wouldn't buy it yet, because what you have is this. We had the downdraft of the 24th. The high of that downdraft is 71.38 and the low is 66. I'd make Exxon prove that it wants to go higher first. Because what we very well could have is this, okay? This is, you have a high volume swing low. You came into the high volume swing low from 2011, and you did it with some juice down to that 67. So it's like, is it going to test 67 again? And if I go look at Chevron and set up Chevron, it's the same way. Chevron came off $112. You're at 76. And it's like, you know what? They both can go lower. I know it's hard to believe, but it's like, man, they can. So I think it's a great stock to get, you know what I mean, on a long-term basis. But I'd still wait a bit, because the oil, if we go over to the oil market for a second, the volatility in oil has been unbelievable. But oil, you're at 45.79, and it still looks like oil wants to basically pull back again, try to get back into 42 to 40. So I just wait a bit longer, man.
Yes, okay, Tom, that sounds great. How about the market in general? You thinking it's going down to 10,000? Is that what you're thinking, or no?
No, not 10,000. If you take a look at the Dow, the correlation here, I'll do the S&P. Well, I'm going to do the Dow for you, but I just got to pull up the S&P first to get the correlation correct. So if you take the correlation inside there's the first one. That's 13,000. Let me do this. So it's 130 on the SPY. Let me just do this. So that's August of 11. Let me look at this. So August of 2011. Pull this back for a second. Put that on a monthly. Yeah, right there. Well, yeah, 12,500. That's where they can go, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, we were at 15,300 last week, so I know that sounds bizarre, but, and what does happen is this. So check this out. This is what, just a normal retracement. Even if you're a bull, folks, a normal retracement, a small retracement, a 0.382 retracement is 13,800. We haven't had a retracement. That's just a normal retracement. And something that wants to go higher. A 50% retracement is 12,400. I'm not taking it from there. What I just did, Roy, is that I took it from the last time there was any juice on the top side. That's what I've done. So,
Yeah.
and I suspect, you know, you're talking, once volatility comes in the market, which we have, volatility doesn't go away, man, you know, in 2 or 3 months. We'll probably be volatile right out to the spring. You know, maybe the summer calms down, but I suspect we're volatile right into the spring. Cooking, brother.
Thank you, Tom.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. And as we're going into Labor Day, well, we got Labor Day. It's happening right now. Don't forget about the Tiger Dollar sale, folks. If you want to make either 20, 30, or 40% on your money, check it out on the front page of TFNN. It just started today. It's only good till Sunday. Always remember, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. A great night, safe night. Andy's coming right up with you.